inside your head, Clary. You are the key to our survival.
There's too many of them.
Have a little faith. Welcome to the City of Bones.
I think you wrote such clever lines for Jace.
Thank
he
you.
is funny. How did you create that character?
I have very sarcastic friends. And I ripped off a lot of their lines. Like, every time any of my friends would say something sarcastic, I'd be like, stop, and like whip out my notebook, I'd be like, say it again. And write it down. I mean, and I'm very sarcastic myself, but my friends definitely helped.
So your character obviously represents that line between good and evil. Tell me a little bit about Hodge.
Well, he is a former shadow hunter. He's part of Valentine's sort of circle of rebels, if you like, who wanted to change the way that they wanted to remake the shadow hunter world in their image, if you like. He made a bad choice by aligning himself with those guys, and he's been punished. And his punishment is that he's been confined to the Institute, and he's been given a responsibility, which is to train the new young shadow hunters in what they have to do and what they have to face.
Have you guys seen your character posters, by the way? Is
Yeah.
that what you're
Yes.
doing the photo shoot for?
Yeah.
How do you embody your character?
I don't know, seeing as though it was the day before we started filming. We never
We hadn't even
did.
started the movie yet.
No.
So even they sent me like the pictures, and I was like, can you like take 10 pounds off of me, because that's what I lost before we finished the movie.
It was fun.
We were all a little soft and gooey.
Yeah.
Well, not by the time you watch the movie.
No.
No.
Well, my weight fluctuates in the movie because like I started and I was like gooey because I got really built, and then I was like, no, I don't want it to be built. I want it to be like
Gooey?
like
Crazy.
linear.
No gooey was going
There was
on.
no goo.
If you watch
Once
the
we
movie
filmed-
really closely, you see Jace do this. It's like he's all over the place.
Once we got into it, though,
Yeah.
the training, the fighting stuff especially, we were sort of
Yeah.
we were hitting it hard at that
We were
point.
hitting it hard.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you guys ad-libbed on set that wasn't planned out in the screenplay?
Yeah, a few things, and sometimes, you know, there's so much fun quotes and things in the book that there wasn't just room for them, and sometimes you go, well, this quote actually works in this scene better, and I think the one where Jace says, have a little faith when all the vampires show up, that's one that Jamie said, you know what, this is a good place for that quote.
I'm, a big kid at heart, so all the fight stuff, the flamethrower stuff I loved. But I like the scene in really where he turns, where he gets hold of the cup, and then he lets Valentine in, because that actually on the day before we shot it, I went and pulled stuff out of the book and pitched it to Harold if I could say all that stuff as I go and unlock it, because initially I just went and unlocked it and let him in. That there was going to be a little bit of a moment there where I played what was about to happen, you know what I mean, in terms of that, some of that dialogue.
The ruins.
The ruins.
What are they for anyone who isn't familiar with the book?
The ruins are tattoo-shaped ruins and shaped tattoos on the shadow hunters' bodies. So it makes them more powerful. It makes them more, strengthen their shadow hunter abilities. So once you get a ruin, you just feel more powered.
Can you tell me about your necklace?
It's the high-end version of the jewelry that you can get it at themortalinstrumentsjewelry.com, where you can buy really expensive versions of that. And this is a super, it's got black diamonds and a ruby, and
Wow, this
Yes.
is the first I'm hearing about a whole jewelry line. What other things do you guys have in the works?
Oh, there's-
makeup, I think.
yes, no, there's a lot of things, and there's jewelry out there, but this is the high-end version of it. If you really want to do something special, that's where you can find it.
Something that I think is so amazing about this series started as a book, but now obviously it's a movie series. Makeup line and a high-end jewelry line.
I
What
know.
else is in the works?
I don't know, but I really like the jewelry. I'm very excited about that. I'm trying to think if there was anything that like they could make that I would want more than anything. I mean, it would be cool if they did reproductions like weapons and swords. I guess that makes me sound very violent, but I really love the way that they designed the weapons in the movie. I think they're really beautiful, so that would be awesome.
There's a map inside your head, Clary. You are the key to our survival.
There's too many of them.
Have a little faith.